Hello everybody! Today we're going to be doing some more of the Subarashiki Hibi playthrough. Now today's actually going to be really quite fun because as we can see from the CG here, I mean, my god, yesterday we had so much that was told to us about Ayana that was obviously very, very weird. It was as if she was totally mimicking the monologue that, well, not really the monologue, I don't know why I said monologue, but the conversation that we were having one time with our mother. I mean, how could anything get more weird? Yeah, I am going to be really interested just to not only see the meaning of everything that Ayana is saying, because her conversation really has so many themes here that you could pick out, but also a lot of relations to the endlessness, but a potential theme of endlessness. So I'm going to be quite excited to explore that as well. Yeah, in general, really, I'm just really quite excited to see everything that's going to go on. Yeah, last time was really quite interesting, and I know this isn't the part we stopped at. We stopped at the part where Takuji finds out the fact that Ridudu is quite literally on his TV, which is another thing that is very, very weird. I wonder if it's just going to be the same thing again. We've literally seen that Ridudu-chan scene 2 times now, but yeah, maybe it's going to be the 3rd time we're going to watch it, or maybe it's going to be something different. Maybe they're going to keep showing us that scene until we understand it, and until we have enough information to understand it, and maybe every time we watch it, it's just our understanding and overall perception is going to be that little bit different. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, we'll see what goes on. Yeah, we're analysing the entirety of this conversation, hell yeah. Yeah, isn't it really quite funny to think about the fact that Ayana knows where Takuji is? Yeah, of course Ayana knew what Takuji was thinking. I mean, that's just the beginning of the weirdest things that, yeah, that Ayana says. Yeah. I think this is so funny. But yeah, no. Isn't it interesting to think about the fact that Takuji interprets the unknown as kind of a monster? And it reminds me of when, for example, we saw, here's a good example, just anybody. I think when we saw Yuki last time in that conversation where, oh yeah, Takuji had quote-unquote dropped his wallet and obviously he didn't want to be with us. I find it really interesting that we experience it through Yuki's eyes and then we experience it through Takuji's eyes, and we just have so much more idea about the context. I really do wonder if this is basically just episode 2's events, but within the eyes of Takuji. I don't know. Yeah, but why would she be there? Yeah. Yeah, but isn't it interesting to think about the fact that even though, to be fair, if you think about it, does anybody really belong any place? I can kind of see why Ayana's saying this, because even though she knows that this base belongs to Takuji, she's kind of trying to challenge it. I mean, but of course, this is school property technically. I mean, I get that he's moved in, but it is property of the school, so why is he here? It's a realistic question. But also, I mean, to be honest, I mean, when you say you belong something, can you truly actually make the argument that you belong it? Because let's say if you've bought something, you could think about the fact that you've bought the house, so it's yours. But at the same time, I mean, if you're on a scale where you think rather than a house belongs to a person, but, I don't know, maybe a house belongs to an earth, which, I don't know, a house is the product of the earth, so it belongs to the earth. But then it belongs to us, who's a product of, oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think about some sort of way I can justify this. I'm finding it kind of hard to. So I suppose if you're a being that has real significance, why would you think about, like, would you think that a house belonging to the earth as a whole planet is more important than it belonging to an entire person? Like, if you really don't see the value of human beings, which maybe applies to Ayana, I don't think so though, but Ayana is the person who I find it hardest to realise the true motives of, but yeah, maybe that could be a case. I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent here. Famous last words, let's be honest here. Yeah, as kind as the devil. Yeah, you're not kind whatsoever. I find it really quite funny to think about the fact that Ayana tries to reassure Takuji with saying that she is as kind as the devil, i.e. not kind at all. Maybe she's just trying to say, I'm not scary, it's just that I'm not kind. Or maybe she's saying... I mean, maybe it's just a subtle threat. I find it really quite funny to think about the fact that they're just as unusual as each other. Yeah, and that's another interesting part. I will bet you anything. I've had this exact mindset a lot. I will bet you anything it's because of bullying. It just sounds so really. It sounds really weird. He just said Hokawa. Yeah, I mean it makes sense, but at the same time, I mean, it just sounds a bit odd because it sounds like Hokawa, which I mean I don't even know if that's a Japanese word. It's just it sounds like a place name or a teacher name maybe. I mean we had Kyokawa, Senagawa, another teacher name with the Kawa kanji, or at least I'd assume has the Kawa kanji. I don't know. Kawa kanji. Yeah, but isn't that interesting? Because that kind of implies that maybe Ayana's friends are different renditions of Yuki. So maybe that could imply that Ayana has seen... Maybe she's seen the world that we're living in loads and loads of times. Yeah, I think we figured. I just find it really funny that she tries to justify the fact that she wasn't reading our mind here, and yeah, and yet she just reads our mind there. She tries to deny something she just does the second after. Yeah, but isn't that really interesting? Ayana has kind of sawn through Takuji. I mean, of course, she can literally see through our thoughts somehow. And it really does beg the question of whether this is real or not, everything that's happening here. And everything that's happening in any other part of the visual novel as well. Like, for example, Chapter 2. Yeah, but that is interesting. She totally saw through us there. Yeah, that is interesting. I really do wonder if we're ever going to see any scenes with Takuji and Yuki. Isn't it really interesting? Takuji always tries to do this to people he doesn't really know and people who he's uncomfortable in getting in any relationships with. Obviously, you've got to think about when Kawabata just totally took advantage of Takuji because of the fact that he tried to confess to her. It was sick, it really was, but that's entirely changed his perception of how he interacts with people. Yeah, but that is really interesting. I mean, this totally implies that... No. It doesn't imply that Ayana's supernatural. It implies that she's either mega delusional or she's supernatural. It implies one or the other. Ayana is so unhinged. She really is odd. Yeah, so Ayana's trying to twist it so that it seems as if Takuji has an interest in her.
これはユーモア、仲良しの印。
I mean, Zakudor kind of falls into that category. Yeah, but that is odd. It is odd. The fact that Ayana says she can't make a fool out of us. I don't get why. Is it because of how significant he is to the plot? Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Yeah, this is weird. I mean, to be honest, I find it really interesting. This just shows another aspect of why Takuji's thinking is really, really odd. He's not scared of death. He's more scared about the fact that somebody is thinking in the same footsteps as his mother, who obviously has been erased for 7 years. And isn't it interesting, 7 years? That was also when the Webbot project began, which I find really odd. To think about the fact that her mental deterioration began the same time the Webbot project did. There's got to be a connection. I'm sorry, there's no way there isn't. This Webbot project is fucking evil. I will bet you anything. That's just what my instinct tells me. When are we going to see anything about Hasaki? Seriously, can I just mention that? Yeah. Yeah, and isn't it interesting? This really reminds me of Takuji's monologue. Ironically, I think that's the day after the conversation with him and Yuki, obviously, and then he heads here. That's odd. You say it's natural, but it's not natural to be scared of death. Weird. Okay, I was thinking about this when I was reading it last. To experience death, I mean, I kind of see that, because if a person's living, how can they live and yet experience death? It's a bit of a weird thing to ask, but at the same time, I think it does kind of make sense. I mean, how can somebody be alive and yet experience death? When a person experiences... okay, when a person has the experience of death, could you argue that that person themselves is not the thing experiencing death? Because of the fact that they're dead, how can that person who was alive experience it? I don't know, because, I mean, if you, let's say you go unconscious, no, hang on a second, let's say you go to sleep and then you never wake up. I mean, have you experienced death then? I mean, the person objectively has, but the living person has not experienced death. No, I mean, the living person dies, so they have kind of experienced it, but at the same time they kind of haven't. Is that what Ayana is trying to say? Because I think you can make an argument for both cases, as ridiculous as it sounds. Because living people experience things. When you, let's say for example, I'm reading Subarashiki Hibi, I am experiencing Subarashiki Hibi. But the only reason I can experience that is because I'm living. So if I was dying, how could I actually experience death? But to be fair then, this is why this is so shitty to analyse, if I'm going to be honest. Because how do you interpret experiencing death? Do you maybe, for example, experiencing mental death like Takuji's mum? Or do you think experiencing physical death? Does death even have to refer to something that kills you? Maybe it could be something traumatic or something that really, really badly affects you? It's odd. Yeah. It is weird. Yeah, but that is interesting. So this is really quite unusual. I don't understand this. I don't understand the experiencing death part. I've tried to reason it out, but I don't know. There's only so far I can go. Look, that's my best effort. But, okay, so people hold the fear of death close, and that kind of changes what they can do in their lives. Well, yeah, sure. But how do they change it? Oh, I see that. Yeah, because death is a concept that is so irrational that nobody knows anything about what the true nature of after somebody dies is. So, as a result of that, I suppose you could think that death is changed into something that people can imagine and comprehend. Like, the feeling of dying is obviously something someone can comprehend, but what happens as you've experienced death, and obviously after it, it's completely forgotten about. Maybe it's that, I don't know. Yeah, but I do kind of see that. And death could be something they can experience by... Oh, I don't know. Like I said, it could be anything. It really could. Yeah, totally. It's such a dark and awful thought. I mean, my god, I don't really know if Ayana is a genuine human being, but if she is, Jesus Christ. Let's just say that she has thought about this a lot. My question that I will always have about Ayana, what happened to her for having to just become somebody who talks this cynically and weird? Yeah. Oh, totally, yeah. Yeah, destruction with continuity. That is the worst combination. That's actually really weird to think about the fact that with Takuji, is that what you truly desire? I don't get that, because that implies that he has a choice to either... Well, I don't know, what is the choice? Live forever but be completely destroyed? Or die? I don't know. Yeah, totally. Oh, shit. Yeah, totally. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? This monologue now really showing the endlessness, and kind of, if you ask me, reflecting on the endlessness that Subarashiki is, let's be honest here, because I feel like in this story I just have that instinct that, you know, judging by, for example, the amount of times that Ayana was saying, I have Yuki as a friend. Where is it? Is it around here? Yeah, look at this. I just get the feeling there's a theme of endlessness in Subarashiki Hibi. I really do. And I feel like this is kind of intensifying my belief. Yeah. Yeah, but isn't that interesting? Yeah, and isn't that really odd? But that's actually really quite weird to think about the fact that this kind of, if you ask me, reflects Subarashiki Hibi. It really does. I don't get any of this. I don't get how that could, but you have a life and then you have choices which make it so that the wonderful times you are having, I suppose the wonderful everyday of life, is threatened, and then by the morning of the next day though, time is reversed and then you're just back there. I don't know. Yeah, but isn't that really odd? It's just such a contradiction. But I suppose you float through space, and maybe that's kind of, you don't really experience reality as a result of it, because let's be honest, I mean, this isn't really a reflection of reality, all of this. Oh, wait, no, the stuff about, yeah, this, it's not a reflection of reality. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's just because you'll totally be in your delusional world, and you have so many, well, actually, no, let me just read a bit more and then I'll think about it. Yeah, but that's actually really weird. It's as if no matter what happens, it will repeat and everything will be the same, as if it will exist in the state that it was before. Yeah, that's odd. Yeah, but that's odd. Why is he unable to die in this analogy? I don't get it. But I suppose this obviously really shows not only the burden a physical life would place on somebody, a physical endless life would place on somebody, but at the same time, it's also as if they loop and they don't even experience time. They just loop in one window of time, which maybe is what we're doing in Subarashiki Hibi. Who knows? I love that, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, I like that, yeah. So the more you experience the same thing the most amount of times, your mind will be insane, but at the same time, because of how long you've lived, that insanity will be normalized, which, if you ask me, totally makes sense. Yeah. What was that? I mean, I just love this monologue. I was repeating that in my head, like. 素敵な彼女、素敵な友達、楽しい生活. Oh my god, it was just awful. I was repeating that so many times. 永遠に続く. Oh, wait, no, didn't she say AQ or? Oh, what? Why does it sound like she said Y in the beginning? 永遠に続く. AQ ni, there we are, she says that, yeah. So she says AN ni tsuzuku there, but she says AQ ni tsuzuku. I don't know what the difference between AN and AQ is, apart from the fact that they're used in different songs, i.e. Toho arrangements. They use words like that all the time, I swear to god, I love them, but yeah, they do. And kanji is different, obviously. AQ, I think it has the kanji, one of the kanji is like, you have the one that looks like the kanji for kori. No, it is the kanji for kori, which means ice, and then you have the kanji that's in like ohisashiburi or hisashiburi or stuff like that. I think it's just Hisao, that kanji. I don't know though, I don't know anything about that kanji character. If you guys know, tell me in the description, I'd be interested. Actually, now that I've talked about it so much, I'm probably going to research it, so you don't need to. Anyway, I've done a Takuji. I've got so sidetracked and I've completely forgotten about my original objective. And now I'm talking about the fact that I've got sidetracked. Yeah, I am Takuji confirmed. Okay, please just retract what I said. I'm sorry I said that. I am not Takuji. I have a... my thinking process... No, I can't say that my thinking process is similar to Takuji's because then that makes me seem like... Well, somebody that should be in jail. No, okay. Well, to be fair, I don't really know how bad what I'm saying is. After I've experienced chapter 4, I probably will. Because I've heard chapter 4 is the most dark chapter in this visual novel. Yeah, no, I totally see that, yeah. Yeah, but that's really weird. I mean, I don't understand why this is the case. Oh yeah, what is that? Right, so this subspecies, Aeternatus, or some Aeternitatis, or however you say it, an honorific expression denoting what is considered to be universally and eternally true, without reference to or dependence upon temporal facets of reality. Weird. From the viewpoint of eternity. Oh, let's see. So those who... Yeah, that's odd. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, so I suppose some things that are quite significant here is not only everything here. Yeah, but to experience death as impossible, I just find that so unusual. Yes, you have an unimaginable phenomenon, which is death, and then you change it and you interpret it using your own set of specialised thoughts that you've developed over the years into something you can actually imagine and think about, really. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, but at the same time I can see that your interpretations of death, of course, they're just imagination and they're just down to the way you think. But the actual well, not the actual experience, but nobody can experience it, so it's not permitted to anybody. Yeah, but that is weird. But if people can't experience death, then what can? And if you ask me, if people don't experience death, maybe that's just trying to convey the point that Subarashiki is a complete perversion of reality. It's completely unrelated to what's actually in the real world, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, but that is actually really quite unusual. Yeah, that's actually really quite unusual. They live the eternal if they can't imagine death. That's the really weird thing. But I suppose, I mean, you spend your life imagining about death and imagining about... I don't really understand why somebody like Ayana would be encouraging people to live, though. She just has really cryptic messages, and she is one of the most negative and mysterious people. Well, she's not really negative. She will be frank about anything, even if it is... Well, she's really direct. I wouldn't say negative. Well, she's very composed, whoever she is. But, yeah... Yeah. Yeah, but if you can't imagine death, you have a perspective that makes it so that you can view everything eternally. And that's really interesting, because I suppose all the time you're on Earth as a thing, you will... Well, the amount of time you have in your life is eternal to... It feels like it's eternity to you. So if you imagine death, obviously... You're spending that eternity imagining how that eternity will end. But obviously it... Well, I suppose if you think about it, I mean... The time somebody is living is what they would consider forever, because it's the only time they've experienced. So if they die, then I suppose that eternity would have a fixed length. But it only has a fixed length when somebody dies, I suppose. Because, like, for example, in my life, I mean, I've lived nearly 18 years, and I could think the 18 years I've lived, that's what I would consider eternity, because those are the things I've experienced, and that's been forever. But I suppose eternity ends when death happens. But maybe she's kind of saying that you can't live with the view of eternity if you imagine death, because that breaks the cycle of eternity. Yeah, just like animals, that's interesting. Yeah, totally. Yeah, and it's interesting, it's blasphemy to the laws of life, I totally see that. For example, in the form of murder. But Takuji then does this later on with, for example, I don't know, Kimika or someone like that. Or any of the people that were killed, to be honest. Even Senagawa, fucking hell. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose if you tie it to Takuji's mother, I see that. Yeah, I can see that. Because obviously the fear of a disappearance could make it... It could lead people into doing really bad things and really fear-induced things as well. Yeah, but isn't that interesting? It will, totally. But isn't that interesting to think about the fact that this kind of reminds me of Ayana? Or maybe it's Zakudor, I don't know, because obviously when there was the suicide of Zakudor, she was referred to as an angel, and these 3 people were referred to as angels. Dying for a cause. A warrior. You're just gone, that's what you are. Yeah, it's so hard to tell. No, it wasn't. No way. Yeah, I won't let you go. Huh? God, it looks so weird. It really does. If anything, it looks even weirder because it just looks like there's nothing bordering the TV. Why is the TV on? He has a TV there. I won't let you go. Oh, he just casually finds a TV. What? I remember I found this TV and I put it in my base before bringing my computer here. But it couldn't get a... Oh, that's weird. That is really weird. But it couldn't get a signal. I haven't turned it on since. I won't let you go. Why is the TV... Yeah, if anything, I mean, the TV is firstly turned on by itself, and it's made it so that it's somehow playing the exact program that Takuji has seen before. I mean, if this doesn't imply that somebody is trying to make his life as creepy as possible, I don't know what does. That's really weird. I heard about a ritual to regain our powers from the previous world, but what exactly is it? Huh? A near-death experience? That's scary. This voice again. I know it's Zakudor's voice. That's the weirdest thing. This voice is... Yeah. Totally. This isn't Riruru-chan's voice. This is Takashima-san's voice. Yeah, isn't it interesting to think about how the voices were exaggerated? I can't see it. I can't see any greater disaster. Open your eyes. Riruru-chan, listen to me. Fear is a shapeless monster. It clouds the mind and beckons the worst possible outcome. Oh, that's interesting. The fear of death, you could kind of apply it to that. I mean, but of course. The fear of something that is inevitable, yet you never know when it's going to happen, and the human instinct just to make it so that you live as much as possible. Even though something like that will always be watching over you. If we falter here, the world will be destroyed. Could you let that happen? Riruru-chan. I could. They're all still called Riruru. What? I don't care if the world is destroyed. I don't want to die. Why don't you just die and leave us alone? Aww. What's wrong with you two? Yeah, it's the same as that video that played on my computer last night. This is... These 3, they're all calling each other Riruru, but... These 3. Yeah, I think they're all Zakudor, but I don't understand how they could all be Zakudor. It's so weird to the sky. Yeah, so it's the same. That's really weird. Isn't it interesting to think about the fact that that is the only part that is shown? It's really as if someone is trying to tell Takuji something, if you ask me. I mean, why would they just show the scene of Zakudor's Lot's suicide? What's happening here? Calm down. This is a dream. Is this a... I love that. Calm down. This is a dream. Is this a dream? What part of this is it? Agreed. Well, to be fair, somebody reading your mind, seeing somebody here, even though there's probably no reason why they should be. Yeah, and just when did I start dreaming? Calm down. Think. If this is a dream, then there's a point where I started dreaming. And eventually, I'll wake up. Yeah, good point. I mean, sure, there is a point where he started dreaming. But at the same time, I mean, when is that point ever going to be reached? I'll wake up from this nightmare. Yeah, it is totally a nightmare. This dream. What was that sound? What is that sound? What is this? That's really weird. It was a different pitch. Not the pitch of a human voice. That's how it felt. It was an incredibly, incredibly high pitch. What the fuck was that? It's not a dream! That's what they said! It's not a dream! Huh? What the fuck? This is so weird! Somebody's been a pissed off fan. Oh, isn't that really interesting? Yeah. I remember the bullying and the potential rumours about her being a school prosy. Yeah. It's interesting. It kind of gives me the impression of... Why is 4 crossed out, it looks like? Weird. Yeah, that's really odd. Just now, I looked at the pillar. Who the fuck is telling him this, though? Yeah. Who did these scribbles? Obviously, Ayana. I think it was Ayana. The scribbles on the wall. Something I drew. Did you draw it, though? I don't think so. How do you... This is the worst thing. Somebody like Takuji, he is so delusional and he finds it so hard to trust himself just because of how ridiculously terrifying the situation he's in is. Something I drew. I drew pictures of anime and manga. Sometimes even like models. Models? Novels. Why did I fucking say models? Just now, that picture. Oh my god. Umineko spoiler, but now this person sounds like Beelzebub from Umineko. It sounds like one of the people in Didudu's show. It's not a dream, huh? I just genuinely don't understand what he has done to deserve everything. I mean, reality just bending around him, let's be honest here, and everything trying its hardest to creep him out. Because whoever this is, I mean, they are making everything not make much sense at all. They are deliberately making it so that everything makes such little sense. And I think that's just so that everyone is creeped out as much as possible here. What? This is just a dream. Is it? But the only thing is, if it's not a dream, who is the one talking here? Or is it just a delusion? I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Could it maybe be... I don't know. Worst case, maybe it's some sort of really bad, I don't know, schizo-mental problem or something like that. Who knows? To be honest, I mean, for a really bad mental disorder, Takuji would be a person who could actually really easily fit it. I mean, let's be honest, he's had a really bad upbringing, and even though he obviously views only the positives of the upbringing, and he really forgets about the negatives, because I feel like if he didn't, it would destroy him. The bullying, so there's a lot of traumatic situations, and also bullying in general, and he just has a lack of love as a person, really. So I wouldn't be surprised if he could be vulnerable to some sort of really bad mental disorder, to be honest. This is just a dream. This can never happen. This is just a dream. It doesn't matter when it started. This can't be reality. Yeah, true. So true.
これは
Yeah.
現実だよ
Yeah, hang on a second. Whose voice is that? I kind of recognize it. That's wrong. This is reality. Shut up.
高地君
That's Tsukasa. What? Takuji-kun.
こんな馬鹿げたことが現実なわけがない。こんな馬鹿げた現実なんて。
Something ridiculous like this can't be real. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I agree. Oh shit, what now? Oh god, this is horrible. I can totally see why somebody like Takuji would completely descend into madness. I mean, reality is crumbling so much and everything. It's as if all of the secrets within his life, all of the childhood things that he held not really valuable, but they were significant to him. They should have been significant to only him. But at the same time, it's as if everybody has found out the things that... Well, everybody has found them out, and as a result of that, they are... Well, everything's being told. It's so weird. Yeah, what's going on? I agree. Yeah. I find it funny that we're seeing everything in the eyes of the perpetrator, and yet at the same time, it still just makes no sense. Yeah, what the hell's happening? Agreed, yeah. Oh god, don't want to hit a bully. Hit a bully? Sorry, I mean bump into a bully here. Or maybe you're going to bump into Yuki, I don't know. Why is this? Where are we going? Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, who would not be terrified in a situation like this? But I'm sorry. If you are firstly stressed and secondly really quite vulnerable, how do you explain any of this? I really don't blame him for just following his core instinct. What is this? Just what is this? What should I do? Yeah, seriously. Why was that prediction? Yeah, why was that stupid prediction? To be honest, even if it wasn't for the prediction, people like Ayana would have still done their best to creep him out. The end of the world. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's impossible. Impossible. Yeah, I agree. But why did Takashima-san... Yeah, why did she know about that prediction? Why? Yeah. Why? Just like my mother. Why? Is this reality? Is it though? That's the worst question. I mean, you're having such a bad crisis and yet you can never truly tell whether what's happening is real. Yeah, that is a good question to be honest, yeah. Or did they end up in a dream at some point? Yeah. Yeah, if this isn't reality, then when did I start dreaming? Why is this happening? Why? What's happened? Oh. Yeah. I know, I don't understand that at all. It's so weird. Yeah, why did the scribbles? Why did they talk to me? And isn't it funny when we saw those scribbles with regards to Yuki and Kagami and Tsukasa? Why were they never hearing any voices and yet Takuji was? Is he that delusional? Yeah, is this punishment? But what has he done? Punishment for what I've done? Oh yeah, potentially saving Zakudo, and I don't blame him for not being able to do anything to save Zakudo, but at the same time that's the most horrible thing really. I mean, he couldn't have done anything, he physically couldn't have. Yeah, but the only thing is I feel like with Takuji, I mean, if he tried that little bit harder, of course, he would have been able to help Zakudo, of course. But he didn't. And maybe this is his punishment for not trying, for not putting the effort he should have put in. Oh, that's interesting. A curse. What? What the fuck? What? Some kind of sound? Like a voice? What the fuck is that? This is so weird. What? Huh? I just don't understand why he can never escape anything. What's that? Someone is... But who the fuck is this? That's... Yeah, what is that? Who is that? Or rather, is that a person? Exactly, yeah. A person or... What? This has got to be a delusion. There is no way it can't be. Yeah. It's not a human. Looks so weird. What are you? Jesus, what is he doing? Don't come near me. Get away from me. I really get the impression this is delusional states. I mean, how can a being like this exist? I just don't understand. I really don't. Jesus. Oh my god, what happened? The voice. Disappeared? What? Hang on a second, whose voice? His voice or what? I don't hear a voice. Did I wake up from my dream? Oh my god, did you? Yeah, that's a good question. Because the nightmare is over. Oh my god! I didn't expect that. Jesus Christ, yeah. Yeah. Oh, isn't that interesting? The fact that the character's called Anxiety. Jesus Christ. Yeah, isn't it interesting that there are multiple forms of this ugly monster as well? What? Oh my god. I don't... Okay, if you know, you know. But this... It reminds me of Siberia Layer 3. If you know what it is, you know what it is. It's a song on YouTube if you don't, but I wouldn't recommend searching it up if you don't know what it is. But it reminds me of that. This is odd. I feel like he has some severe mental problems in terms of hallucinations. Maybe this is some sort of traumatic response. Yeah. What is this? And why is this the voice of Takuji's anxiety? I don't understand. Why is it drawing? What is that even trying to draw? I don't understand. I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't blame him for reacting like that. I would. Yeah. God, he is properly disturbed. What is this? Let me go. What is this? Holy fuck. Yeah, God, you can just tell how scared he's getting. Shit, man. What's... Oh. He actually was able to get away. Yeah, I'm really under the impression that whatever's going to happen now, it's just going to be the case that the delusions are going to worsen. Because I'm going to be honest, I really feel like he's experiencing delusions that are just... they're just everywhere, and the more his life gets paranoia induced and the worse everything gets, the more delusions he's having. I just feel like he's not realizing it himself, and obviously this is the worst thing. He has nobody to talk to. He's got nobody he can actually feel will listen to him and help him out, because of the fact that he gets so suspicious of everybody that he's near, and it's horrible. It really is, and it's just so awful to just see the helplessness and just to see everything happening here, and yet him having nothing he can do about it. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like some of these things, like for example Nidudu, they're really odd. How did they ever get on, for example, the TV? Or anything? This is the thing, I can't even... this is what I love about trying to interpret this, because I'm kind of losing my stance with what's real and what isn't real, like Takuji is, because of the fact that with, for example, Nidudu, I mean, could I interpret that as... No, that can't be a delusion. No, I think that was genuine. I think that was genuine. But what I find really odd about some things, it's hard to tell whether they're real or delusional. Because, I mean, if Takuji is so delusional that he can literally imagine fucking a woman when fucking a desk, I mean, I'm sorry, but... And, I mean, proper realistic imagination as well. Can I just mention that? I mean, he's watched a lot of porn. But anyway, yeah. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, he's just ridiculously delusional. So as a result of that, how do you know what's real? How do you know what's a delusion? Because even the strongest delusions may not be delusions, and they may be reality. Even things that seem really, really strong in terms of how real they are, they may be delusional. It's so fucking weird. I mean, it really is. But isn't it interesting that Takuji, for just a little bit in the beginning... Yeah, it's Zakudo's voice, and it's interesting that we never actually... Yeah, firstly, restore the powers from the previous world. I don't understand that at all, because, I mean, why did Zakudo ever have powers? She was dead. Or maybe it was the powers... Powers at the end, maybe powers around, powers in episode 1, maybe? Powers to live? I don't know. Yeah, but that's really odd. The fact that he hears Zakudo's voice, and it's as if whoever is setting up these delusions, potentially, is trying to get a message across that all of these people are Zakudo. That's what I kind of feel. Isn't it interesting? I feel like that's changed. Last time we heard it, it was a lot more intense. Do we see a Didudu scene here? No. No, because I remember that person screaming a lot more. That's interesting, though. But to the sky, though. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. That's another part of just trying to really, really tell Takuji that somebody knows about his mum's delusions. People will return to the sky. They are the people that started everything. They were the first of fucking 6-7 billion, however many people were living in Earth at that time. Yeah. Who's this? Why is there one person that's enthusiastic and yet the other two are just really, really... Well, I don't think they're very enthusiastic. Yeah, and isn't that interesting? Yeah, but that is really weird. So, I mean, if they don't kill themselves, the world will be destroyed. But the world is going to be destroyed anyway, so why... I don't know. I just think it's so weird to think about the fact that the scribbles are talking. I just really feel like that's a properly delusional state. So weird.
夢じゃないわ。夢じゃないよ。君のお母さんがそうであったように、君も
That's really
逃れ
weird.
られないんだよ。Takuji君。
Yeah, so it's the same person all the time. It's odd that. It really is. I do wonder whose voice that is. Hang on.
Takuji君。
I mean, that really sounds like Tsukasa's voice, which I found very odd because obviously
違うよ。
this
これは
doesn't.
現実だよ。
That sounds like Kagami's voice, actually. Oh, maybe that's what the delusion is based on. Maybe that's where his brain gets it from. Yeah.
人間じゃない。何？
Interesting that we don't see Takuji's name here. I kind of like that. Maybe that's a detail that's saying that Takuji is so overridden by delusions that it's as if he's completely losing his identity. You know, he doesn't have the one thing that assigns his identity towards him, which is a name. Yeah, the voice of the anxiety. What does to Kelly Lee mean? Does it have a meaning? Oh shit, it's a Lovecraft phrase, right? Right, so, oh, wait, no, never mind. Edgar Allan Poe, that's the works of the person who made the phrase. It was the cry of the affrighted natives of Sawal upon discovering the carcass of the white animal picked up at sea. Oh, right, so that's something that... Dude, just give me the fucking meaning. Oh, I know, there is a Lovecraft. Novel. Oh my god, piss off. Just load. Oh, the death that flows. Oh, that's the translation. Don't want to get my Toho playlist up. I nearly did that as well. So I don't use application output audio capture, so you could actually hear my music if I did it. Yeah, that's really weird, but isn't it interesting that that marks the death that is coming, and obviously the anxiety is the symbol of the death that is coming. So it's a bit of a cryptic message. I think it's a bit unnecessarily cryptic, but okay. Yeah, it's odd. It is odd. What was that? A monster? Yeah, what was that? I mean, it's not exactly human. It's a product of a delusion. It really is. No, something like that can't exist.
どちらにしろここまで来れば大丈夫。
Either way, I should be safe here.
そうだ。
Are you?
ここなら人もたくさんいる。
Yeah, I mean, I suppose nothing really big can happen, but isn't it interesting that kind of contrast in personality? He would hate it normally if there were a lot of people around him, but now he's so scared that he has to kind of reverse his personality.
僕の姿は大勢の姿の中に隠れる。
Reasonable, yeah, I can hide in the crowd.
僕の姿がみんなから受け出ることはないんだ。
I won't stand out from everyone else.
うまくここで流れに合わせれば。
Yeah, this is the horrible thing. I mean, my god. He has such a threat of something that, let's be honest, is probably very unlikely to be real.
みんなのように歩けば。
If I walk like everyone else.
流れに合わせて歩けば
if I go with the flow and walk.
そうだ。うまく合わせればいいんだ。
Yeah, but that is actually really interesting, yeah.
この
If
前
I just match up with them.
うまく流れに合わせられなかったから。
Totally, yeah. Before, I just wasn't able to blend in.
僕の姿が浮いてしまったから。
Yeah, but I see that, yeah, because I stood
そん
out.
なにいじめられたけど、
I was bullied by everybody, but
今度は大丈夫だ。
yeah. This time I should
同
be
じミ
fine.
スはしない。
I won't make the same mistake twice. I won't.
よし。
Alright,
そうだ。うまいぞ。
this is good.
うまいぞ。
You're doing well.
僕の姿はみんなから浮き出てないぞ。
Yeah. I'm not standing
そう
out.
だ。安心していいんだ。
That's right, you can be relieved.
安心して。
Relieved.
そして、このまま行けばいい。
I just think it's so horrible how he just has to do so much in order to just live a normal life when he's scared. Just walk like
そう
this.
すれば永遠に安心なんだ。
Yeah, that's a lie. Then you can be calm for
お
eternity.
父さんはいつもそう言ってた。
That's what my father always
こ
said.
の流れに乗りなさい。
Oh, I see. Go along with this
永
stream.
遠にこの流れは続くはずだ。
This stream continues on for eternity.
終わりなんてない。
That's unusual. Very contradictory to what his mother was saying.
終わり
There's
な
no
んて。
way. There's no.
だから、ここでうまくやらなきゃ。終わりなんて。
Yeah, so you have to do your
うま
best
く
here.
やらなきゃ。
Yeah, fair. Do your
で
best.
なきゃ。
If you don't,
でなきゃ。
if you don't,
終わりが。
oh god, the
お
end.
母さんが怖がっていた。
Yeah, the end that the mother was scared of.
終わりが。
Mother feared.
僕にも。
To me too.
高島さんのように。
Oh shit. This is horrible. I mean, he was trying to comfort himself, but then he just went down one rabbit hole and boom, it's all over.
終わりが。
The end.
屋上から。
God, from the
終わら
roof.
せる。
I'll end it.
屋上から見えるのは。
What I can see from the roof is,
見えるのは。
what I can see is
空。
the sky, sure.
空。
The sky?
なんだあの色。
What the fuck? Why is this happening so early? This makes no sense. Why is it that colour?
夕方の赤じゃない。
This is not the colour... Oh, God, yeah! Is it the colour you're perceiving it to be? I don't understand this at all.
あれじゃまるで。
That's just like...
あれじゃまるで。
That's just... Why is it familiar? Oh my god, where is everybody? What the genuine fuck?
見られてる。
Oh, that's actually really interesting. Oh my god, could you imagine if... Firstly, if all people are delusions, but secondly, if maybe this is what Takuji kind of does. I mean, for example, with Yuki and Kagami and Tsukasa, for example. Well, Yuki and Kagami, for example, and Ayana. We never really saw them at first. They always were blurred. We actually had to consciously recognize and make out the fact that they were there in order to recognize them. So it could either be that everybody's fucking disappeared, or maybe it could just be the fact that we haven't processed them and we haven't processed the fact that they are there because of the fact that we have this terrifying delusion of anxiety just totally watching us and creeping up on us and never leaving us as well and just driving us, let's be honest, to insanity. Yeah, no, I totally see why I'm being watched. Even here. Yeah, no, I see that, yeah. Even here I've been exposed. Yeah, the same mistake. Jesus. Yeah, they're watching me. Jesus Christ. I mean, if I don't think... I think if that is not the embodiment of fear, I don't know what is. I'm being serious here. I mean, my god, I don't think I've ever heard somebody sound so terrified in their life. In my life, even. Fucking hell. I mean, this is the worst thing. We're kind of like Takuji. We can't tell whether it's just, I don't know, some sort of schizo delusions or just something that's really, really dark and tragic. Or if it is genuinely something that's real. Why are there no people? That is the question I will ask. That is why I can't confirm whether it's delusion or reality. I really can't. But if this is reality and there are people, I'm sure somebody is going to come and help him. Or at least I'd really hope so. But maybe people might call police on him. Because obviously he is making a real scene in public and he needs professional help, let's be honest here. Oh no. Why? Why? Jesus. Oh, he's always being watched. How? But now we don't sound it. Now I'm calm. Yeah, to be honest, that's the best thing you can do. Just try to calm down and try to overcome the sights that are ridiculously terrifying. The thing is, I mean, how do you do that? How do you overcome the fear of being watched by something that is not only completely supernatural, but also something that you can't explain and something that is just out for malice, nothing else? Now that I've run this far, I feel so bad for Takuji. I mean, my god. This is just a day in his life. I mean, could you imagine how much of a living hell his future is going to be? If this is just one day. Well, this isn't a day. This is a few hours. And that makes it even worse. Huh? What the fuck? This is really weird. We're seeing this reoccurring theme of time just... It's as if time is just stopping. And then it's repeating itself. I don't... Well, no. What was I saying? It's as if time is stopping and then it's just suddenly restarting. But I don't understand why Takuji is basically teleported. Why? This is so illogical and it's so weird. And like Takuji said, I mean, fragments of time... Isn't it interesting that on the chapter cover there's Ayana? Maybe Ayana is the one who plays with these fragments, the one who cuts out snippets that maybe she didn't want us, the reader, to see. Who knows? Why am I here? This is the place that Zakudou suicided in. Yeah, but why? I don't get it. Yeah, why am I here? Oh shit. Oh, this is creepy. Yeah, we're really in the dark about this. I mean, we are quite literally in the dark. We're not only, as readers, just totally lacking knowledge in what the fuck is going on. Yeah, look at this. But also, I mean, we are quite literally in the dark here. This is terrifying. It really is. And it's just... It really is quite something, this. I mean, my god. This is just... This is so sad because it's, I mean, obviously there was a loss and then that caused stress. And then obviously him going and experiencing the things that would normally make him stressed, but at an even more stressed level. And also trauma as well, let's be honest. Those things just all combining to create this and this awful response to stress. I mean, it's properly disturbing. I mean, god. I think if I saw someone doing this in the street, I don't even know what I'd do. I'd just be terrified for them, really. And it's awful. I mean... Oh, I've got heartbeats. Yeah, fair enough. Couldn't hear them because I never stopped talking. Lol. Yeah, blend in, don't try to stick out, don't try and have a unique reason for something to go wrong to you. Yeah, no, and it's the most horrible thing. Yeah. Yeah, but this is really weird. I don't understand what's familiar here. Yeah, but that's odd as well. The end will occur if Takuji doesn't try his best. The stream of people that is flowing, really, that is endless because obviously overpopulation, and also, well, I mean, there's nearly 9 billion human beings. Why would that suddenly end? Okay, one answer, nuclear warfare, but, yeah, okay. Let's just not think about that. Yeah. The seemingly impossible stream to end will end if you don't do your best. But why? So because of the fact that this is your own world and everything's created as a product of your subconscious, maybe? I don't know. I will end it. It's really odd. Maybe that's referring to his life. I mean, let's be honest, if you're having delusions that are this terrifying, suicide is something that is going to be very likely. I mean, it's just too challenging to live. It really is. Especially if you have such little composure. I mean, to get through something like this is something that, you know, something that would be really, really difficult and admirable, let's be honest. Hang on, I just want to see, what is the colour of the sky in the Didudu anime? Just want to check. I wonder if it has any relevance. Maybe that's the end sky. Where did we first see Didudu? Kill yourself. Where did we first see Didudu? Last episode? Oh yeah, here we are. Oh, that's interesting. Didudu-chan, where are you? Didudu, please! Okay, here we are. Didudu! Oh my god, come on. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, we kind of saw it. We kind of did. But at the same time, we didn't really. I mean, obviously, this looks like a sunset stained sky. But at the same time, it doesn't necessarily look like the sky at the end of the world. End of the world sky is more crimson. This one's more orange. Like a sunset. Odd. Funny that it has a similar sky, though. Maybe that was not a coincidence. Just now. Whoa, oh god, jump scare time. Someone sounds. Oh god, is that Zaku? Of course it's Zakudo. She's crying. Oh god, expect anything. Who is it? No, that's not the case whatsoever. I just don't understand why the fact that he was just in the place that Zakudo died, and yet now it's as if he's in this Well, he's just in a horror game in real life. I mean, I'm sorry, but why would that not be the case? This is literally a horror game, but in real life. I just heard a voice. Yeah, totally. It was a really weak voice, a voice of dying, a voice of pain, and coincidentally, Zakudor's voice. Not the first time this has happened. I wonder why. God, this is horrible. Wait, she said something. What was that? Oh, right. She just said he'd die. Right, okay. He'd die. Who is it? It's Sakudor. Maybe this is as if us not being able to see her, us not being able to see what is right in front of us. Maybe it's kind of like a symbolic fear of the unknown. No, sorry. Depression of the unknown, if you like. She's depressed about the fact that we have no idea, no knowledge about what is truly going on. And maybe even though we like her so much that we literally fuck her desk, we can't see anything. Yeah, well, Ayana probably, but I don't know. God, this is so weird. I mean, the fact that he's just in the entire darkness and he's probably just still, he's just fixated to one position because he's too scared to move. He's too scared to discover. A prank? No, how could that be? But could it be? But I don't know, this is the worst thing. There's no way of really telling whether this is a delusion or not. I mean, obviously, in any plot that wasn't Subahibi... Okay, I'm sorry. If Ayana wasn't in this plot, and Kagami and Tsukasa as well, I would entirely think that he's got real mental problems. But I can't! I can't because of those three people. It's really ugly, this. But of course it is. It's just... I'm just really quite scared to see what's going to happen now. I mean, whoever is doing this, they are... Well, Takuji combined with whoever is supporting his delusions is just driving him to insanity. They really are. How? Agreed, yeah. How would they make me see something like that? Yeah. Oh shit! Oh my god, it's the same thing though! That's weird. And isn't it interesting to think about the fact that Zakudor's ghost, who was tortured, whose fingers are so battered that they look like they're AI generated. I mean, yeah. It's interesting that it's as if Zakudor's ghost is following us around, but symbolically it totally makes sense because if anything, Zakudor's ghosts are the things that started these delusions. Maybe it hurts for Zakudor to see Takuji in such an upset state. But why did she go and suicide when they had such potential for a relationship? And why did she blank him then? It doesn't make sense. What? What the fuck? Oh no. What's that voice? That's not Zakudor's voice. It is her voice. It just sounds completely devoid of who she is. The world. That's fucked. The world will end on the 20th.
Takashima-san?
Takashima-san? Well, how are you going to save the world in a state like this? I don't get it. Also, we're seeing more of her. We never really saw the back of her before. It was all covered in darkness before. I have to save the world. But how are you talking to us then?
母さんがそう言ってたように。
This is a delusion. All of it. It's a delusion. There's no way. Just like Mother said. What? Her mother? I mean, I'm sorry, but this could either be referring to Takuji's mother and total delusion. If it's her mother, though, there is something that is very different. What? Why is Takashima-san? Yeah, why does she know about that prediction? Why does she know about my mother? Agreed, yeah. Yeah, why does she know about Takuji's mum? I don't get that. I tried to run from that spot and yet my body wouldn't move. Just like last time, ironically. But I still tried to force my body to move. Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, and isn't it interesting to think about the fact that the exact same thing is happening last time? And like Ayana was saying, it's kind of... Well, no, actually, I can't really link it. No, I can kind of link it to Ayana's thoughts, because it's kind of an emotional death. You're living the same... Well, you're living in the same reality, but it always ends the same. But then, the next day, it begins again. But then it just goes into hell by the end of the day. Nah, I don't really know. That's a kind of weak point. I was trying to go somewhere with that, but it didn't really happen. I don't think. Could you imagine if I've just accidentally found the answer to Subarashiki's plot? And then I'm just thinking... I mean, obviously, this is hypothetical. Of course, that's not going to be the case. To be fair, I can't prove that. But, yeah. What I'm trying to say is it would be really funny if I just dissed something that was actually really close to the truth. Oh! Yeah, we're zooming in. Why is this happening? This. It's showing the inevitability of Zakudo. This can't be agreed. Yeah. Totally. A dead person can't... What did he do to deserve that? I don't get it. Can't come after me. Yeah, I tried to run from Takashima Zakudo, but I couldn't put any distance between us. This feeling. That's right, this feeling. Yeah. A feeling ingrained in my body. My body grew heavy when I tried to run, as if I was running in slow motion. This is a dream. This can't be anything other than a dream. Yeah, it is interesting when you think about the weird passing of time that is featured in these stories. And then you think about the fact that it's slow motion. It's as if Takuji is experiencing this in slow motion. He experiences time so much faster beforehand, but now he experiences everything in slow motion. And isn't it interesting? I always had the question of, in episode 2, how was it the case that if Takuji was so tired every single day and he had unnatural amounts of tiredness, was he able to then be up and awake for so much of the conspiracy? I feel like this madness, it could potentially give us an answer. Maybe this madness shows just a complete deterioration in anything. The only reason he's up for so long is because he's genuinely so stressed that he doesn't feel he can sleep. It's totally reasonable to think that. This can't... Something like this. Oh shit, here we go. And what's happening now? Oh, we're high? What? Did she... Is that... I don't know, agate? Or... something like that? Interesting, showing that you try to run from Zakudo and you try to run from anything related to her death, really. You can't. Up. Whose voice is that? It's Takuji. Oh. Okite.
起きて。
Wake up. Is he going to exist inside the TV show now? Ridudu-chan's show. This is... What? Okay, that was the last thing I was expecting. What the fuck is this? This is weird. This is wrong. Everything about this is wrong. Isn't it interesting how similar the colours of Ridudu's skirt are to the Subarashiki uniform? Like, when I look at this, I just think of the Subarashiki uniform. Odd. Very odd. What? Interesting that we're hearing Ayana's theme for somebody who, let's be honest, is not Ayana. This is so weird. Hello. Hello, Takuji-kun. Yeah, I don't blame them for just instinctively screaming. I mean, come on. You were meant to be a character in a fucking show. Why are you coming alive? Yeah, totally. Yeah, the picture on the wall. Yeah. Oh, right, hang on a second. So we're actually seeing this as a character, but Takuji is just seeing the picture on the wall and not any sprite for Ridudu. She doesn't necessarily sound threatening. Yeah, but that's really, really weird to think about the fact that Zakuro feels as if she must save the world. I don't understand this as well. Just like Mother said, what is the relation with, obviously saving the world and Zakudo's mother? This plot is going to get really dark soon, I bet you anything. I really do wonder how this story is going to end. That's what I'm most curious about. How is everything going to happen from here? Because let's be honest, we're up to the saucy parts now. I mean, my god, look at how much reality is being just destroyed. The very meaning of reality is so ambiguous here. It's complete destruction. And it's probably only just begun as well. That's the funny thing. Oh, it's not funny. I mean, Takuji's gonna die from stress. Let's be honest here. How are you woken up by the picture on your motherfucking wall? Jesus Christ. If this is a hallucination, I don't even know what to say. I mean, the hallucinations are so bad and the delusions are so bad that they can literally wake him up. I mean, God, I think if that shows how bad everything is, I don't even know what else could show it better, to be honest. The picture on the wall is talking. Yeah. But how would you not be... Oh, that's actually really interesting. Is it me or this sad expression? It really reminds me of Zakudo's other sprite. That's odd. Don't be afraid. Yeah. I think Ridudu's being a bit unrealistic here. But why? I mean, his delusions have been so ridiculously terrifying. Why would he not be afraid? Don't be afraid. Yep. You made me yell. Well, she doesn't necessarily sound mean here, but at the same time, I'm sure that will change. I mean, if anything, she looks as if she's happy and maybe friendly.
Hi.
Yes?
落ち着いたみたいだね。
I guess you've calmed down, huh? Yeah.
落ち着くもんなの。
Good point.
あの、
What do you mean, calm?
タクジ君、私が誰
You were literally Yudidudu. What do you mean, calm? Takuji-kun, do you know who I am?
リルル。
yeah, yeah, Yudidudu-chan.
ピンポンピンポン
You are really weird.
私、魔法少女リドルよ
Yes, I'm the Mahou Shoujo Ridudu.
でも、リルルちゃんって。
Huh? But Ridudu-chan is...
そう私、魔法少女リドルよ
Yes, I'm the Mahou Shoujo
ア
Ridudu.
ニメで。
yeah, yeah, seriously, an anime.
そう私、魔法少女リドルよ
Yeah. Yes, I'm the Mahou Shoujo
こ
Ridudu.
れは僕が描いた絵で。
Is it though? Because he has no memory of him actually drawing this picture. This is a picture I drew.
私、魔法少女リドルよ
Yes, I'm the Mahou Shoujo
な
Ridudu.
る僕の空想。
It's just fiction.
そう私、魔法少女リドルよ
空想
Fiction?
そう私、魔法少女リドルよ
This is really weird.
空想
Fiction?
そう私、魔法少女リドルよ
Are you... can you say anything else?
く、そう、
そう私、魔法少女リドルよ
く、そう、
そう私、
Oh my god.
魔法少女リドルよ
Oh, he's trying to say it backwards. This is really weird. So, it's as if she's copying the style of which we're talking in. That's really weird. Yeah, but the only thing is that's the weirdest thing. It should be fiction. I mean, I'm sorry, but if somebody can copy the speech patterns in which Takuji is using this well, how the hell can you think it's anything other than a dream? I mean, I'm serious. How? Or just an immense delusion. Dream and delusion. Where do you draw the line, is my question. This is so... Oh.
そう私、魔法少女リドルよ世界に散らばってしまった神様
Finally!
を集めて回ってるの
That's weird. I'm gathering God's dreams that have been scattered throughout the world.
実はまだ夢を集めきってないんだ
I actually haven't gathered all of them yet.
テレビでは全て集めて魔法の国に帰ったことになってるんだけどね
Though on TV, I've collected them all and returned to the country of magic. The country of magic? What, the country of being an illusion?
居残りみたいなもんかな私ってば落ちこぼれだから
I'm a bit of a dunce, so I'm working overtime. Overtime on Dream Collection. This is a bit odd. Are you alright?
大丈夫。
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah.
いつもタクジ君が私に話しかけてくれたから私ここにいることができたんだよ。
That's odd. I can only appear here because you always talk to me.
僕が話しかけた。
But when was that? What happened? Zakudon, maybe?
そうだよ。だからここにいる。
Is she only going to answer with this sentence?
ここにいる。
You're here.
ここ。
Here.
ここはここだよ。
Oh, well, never mind. I'm actually quite surprised. She's having conversations like a normal human being. Well, not really human being. She's a magical girl, apparently. A Maho Shoujo. What?
そこはそこだよ。
P, an arrow to P. Huh? There is there. This is really odd. So now it's as if we can't hear the conversation that Takuji is saying whatsoever. It's as if Mahou Shoujo Riruru is the only significant part. Why has Takuji's voice just totally been destroyed? Then right there, yeah. Really? This is weird. What does this stuff even mean? Wait, hang on a second. I just need to look at Boolean symbols. Oh shit, okay. So if you look at the Boolean symbols that are different to the ones that I used. Look at this. So that's like saying, yeah. Is that and? Oh, right. So is this, wait, no. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. Yeah, so, but the only thing is, I want to see what the equivalents of these are in this other notation that I'm not familiar with. Hang on. Okay, right, I've just researched it. So, okay, right, I've just figured it out. So, right, okay, which one is or? Yeah, so or is the one that's down and is the one that's up. That's the only thing I need to remember. So that's P or Q, right? P or Q, yeah. Wait, no. Yeah, let me just check. P or Q, yeah. Yeah. Q implies Q, what? Wait, what does that mean? Oh, right, so that literally just means P implies Q. Right, okay. Yeah, so this is what I think. So P equals there, and then you're saying P equals there, and then you're saying not there. But what does Q equal then? Not here? What? I'm a bit confused. Well, I mean, I suppose you could say here or there. Not here or there equals not here. Wait. Is that or just to check? So and is the one that goes up. So, yeah, so not here or there is equal to not here and not there. Not really. Because only one of these states has to be true for a true value to be returned, rather than this, where both of them have to be... Both of them have to be 0 for a true value to be returned. So I wouldn't say so. Not P, not Q. Q implies Q. There is there. Weird. I don't get this at all. What the genuine fuck? I don't even know what to say anymore. This is so weird. Okay, well, it actually gave us this, but, yeah, so not P or not Q. I'm sorry, but why would that equal not P and not Q? I don't get it. It can't. Why are you saying that... Okay, I'm assuming... I forgot about this part, but I'd be assuming that this is kind of like a factorizing thing. Let's say you put X and these are algebraic variables. You could say X brackets P plus Q. That would become XP plus XQ. I'm assuming the not works in the same way, so like not P or not Q. That is kind of how they change. But why would that be the same? I don't get it. How can or possibly... Because these are the same variables. I mean, if you said, for example... no, I wonder how you'd make that equal. Not P or Q could equal... Could it equal anything and related? I wouldn't say so instinctively. I mean, I haven't thought about it much, but... And requires 2 conditions to be true, and or always requires 1 to be true. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean... So this is and the ones that go up. So not P and not Q equals not P or not Q. I don't know. Let's say P and Q are both 0. So notting them would make them 1. So that would be a 1. And then, yeah, I suppose you could say it. What is this? Why have we gone to logic challenges? Yeah, but I think that's true. I think that's true. But I think it kind of depends, to be honest. No, actually, it does depend. If you have 0 and 0 or 1 and 1, true. But if P and Q aren't the same state, then no, I don't agree. Oh my god, I don't even know what these values mean anymore. I don't know. I've seen this A in maths before, but I don't know what that means. Wait, is that going to be a translation? Oh, never mind. Most coherent Subarashiki dialogue. Subarashiki episode 3 dialogue. I mean, I see the double implies symbol. Oh, so this is a statement here. Right, so it's something X, not A. And then, is that a function? Because I don't understand why it wouldn't be AX. Why is it bracketed? Is that a function? I don't know. X equals infinite. That's interesting. So it's undefined. I've got an idea. What was the point of all of this? Like, serious question. I've got an idea. Let's just put it into AI, see if we can find anything. That's the easiest and most lazy solution. Ow, fuck you. Right. Dude, kill yourself. I'm not installing a software update. I don't want to install shitty iOS software updates. Right, let's see if we can get anything. This is going to be fun. Oh, okay, here we go. I actually got something. So it's a fundamental logical equivalence. It is not the case that Yeah, I was right. AX is a function. It is not the case that AX is true for all Oh, shit! I actually kind of got it when saying specific values of and they're not always true. I've got to show you guys this. So I asked for them to decode the meaning. Let's see. They're literally trying to tell me what the meaning of he, and is. I mean, at least it's doing what I asked it to, but still is hilarious. That's interesting. So for all x, the function of a of x is not true. And it is not the case where there is an x value that makes it so that the function of a of x is true. But that's really weird. How do I apply this to Subarashiki Hibi? It exists. Maybe it doesn't exist a world where... Oh, I've got it. Maybe it's the fact that there is not a world that doesn't end on July the 20th. X could be one specific world, and A of X could be maybe like a... I don't know. Maybe it could be like... I mean, obviously a function isn't an array. I'm just thinking maybe it could be an array, and none of the worlds in this array are true to that certain condition. I don't know, it's really quite odd. Right, I've got to charge my phone, hang on. Right, there we are. Interesting. A of X could be a number of the amount of possibilities that are present in the world, and yet because of the fact that X is infinite and there is not a single X that satisfies A of X, I don't know, maybe that could imply that there's not a single number of possibilities that will lead to a world that doesn't end on July the 20th? But isn't it interesting that Takuji's voice is just totally blurred and distorted? I don't get it. Where are you? Yeah, where am I? Where are we? The me, yes. Sure. The yes. The yes. Where? She's not telling us whatsoever. Isn't that interesting? I don't understand what the fuck you're saying. Interesting how similar her expression is to Zakudo's. I mean, I kind of got the impression that this is similar to the expression she had when she was masturbating, but okay. It does look similar though. I hate that that's the case. What do you mean? Isn't that obvious? She looked at me intrigued. Here is here. That's right. By the way, there is there. Lidudu-chan pointed to the room next to us. Its alias is the new school building's foundation. Yeah. True. Yeah. So this is the foundation too. But why are you telling us this? I just genuinely don't understand. You're strange, Takuji. Says you? I mean, you really sound like Tsukasa even. Why are you saying things I don't understand? It's not like I know what you're talking about when you suddenly use foreign words like that. Foreign words? Did I just say something to Lidudu in a foreign language? No, but isn't it interesting to think about the fact that not even Lidudu could make out what Takuji was saying? I can't understand stuff like that. Even though you were the one who was saying all of it. Oh, wait, no, I see that. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it was just a Lidudu trying to have a... But she understood this. Yeah, seriously. You two. Just talk normally. Sorry. Yeah, that wasn't a foreign language. Yeah, seriously. God, the world's a simulation, motherfucker. I feel like I might have just talked using some kind of symbols. I like them, yeah. I like that. I mean, obviously they do have logic if you want to use them in logic circuits. Not necessarily here, though. Using strange symbols that both seemed and didn't seem to have logic behind them. Symbols with some logic behind them? Were those some kind of words? And, well, technically, yeah. And before that, I spoke some language. I talked to her in some language a few seconds after I met her. What kind of words were those? What kind of... Oh, that was Japanese? Yeah. Oh, Japanese as well? What are we speaking now? It's Japanese. We're speaking Japanese now. There's no problem. Lidudu-chan and I are speaking in Japanese. Yeah. That's totally normal. I am too, yeah. I'm getting confused. There's nothing strange happening. The world is completely relaxed. That's right, the world is relaxed. There's nothing scary. There's nothing special. Yeah, there's nothing that's not weird, though. You can't deny that. The world is just completely relaxed. Are you alright? Oh, sure, there's no problem. Lidudu-chan looked at me with concern. I don't really understand why Lidudu cares about us so much. I really don't. And obviously why she's even here. Really? Yeah, really, I'm fine. That's right. There's nothing strange. There's nothing suspicious. Yes, there is. To be honest, I think it's probably the most healthy for him to think like that, yeah. Relax, relax, relax.
安心安心安心
Yeah. Him literally reading his head. Yeah, sure. Her literally reading his head.
安心のおまじないそう拓司くんのお母さんが教えてくれた
More proof the fact that this is a probable dream. A charm of relaxation. Your mother taught you that.
なんでリルルちゃん
Yeah, why do you know that?
そんなの当たり前だよだって私は魔法の専門家だよそのぐらいのおまじない知ってるよ
Innocent excuse? Of course I do. I'm a specialist in magic after all. I know about that charm.
そういうものなんだ
It does, but at the same time it doesn't necessarily make sense about the fact why you have just justified reading our mind. And obviously how you can read the
ご
mind.
く当たり前驚くようなことじゃないんだよ
Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. It's completely natural. It's got nothing, it's nothing to be surprised to that. Something normal. Yeah, that's interesting. I guess so. When she says it like that, it sounds right.
僕はどうかしてたんだ
Yeah, I was confused.
もう大丈夫だよ
But now I'm fine.
そうよかった
I'm glad to hear that.
うん
Oh, he's so awkwardly laughing. Yeah.
拓司くん元気ないね
Takuji-kun, you look down.
ああ元気ないというか
Yeah, I'm not really feeling down,
混乱
but
しているの
who wouldn't be? Yeah, you're confused?
うんまあ
Oh, well, yeah.
お母様が言ってた予言が形になり
Yep.
つつあるから
How do you know that? Because your mother's prediction is taking shape.
2012年7月20日の世界の滅亡と救世主の登場
That's
その
really
話を
weird.
何度もお母様から聞いているでしょ
But the arrival of the Saviour on July 20th, the only person who arrived to the scene on July the 20th beforehand was Ayana. I don't really get what the arrival of the Saviour could mean, because it could be interpreted from multiple ways, really. I mean, you could think the arrival of the Saviour as the person who destroyed Takuji's conspiracy, i.e. Yuki, or you could think maybe the Saviour of the world, somehow you could link it to Ayana. I don't know, that's really weird.
聞いてはいるけど
Yeah,
そんなの
I agree.
単なる妄想で
I did, but that was just her delusion.
信じてないんだ
Agreed, yeah, you don't believe your mother.
当たり前だよお母さんの予言なんて当たるわけがないだってもし当たったらあんな場所で死んだりしないよ
Of course not. There's no way her prediction will come true. If it did come true, then I'll bet you anything that's the older brother. Wouldn't have
当
died.
たらないと信じたいだけでしょ
Don't you just want to believe it won't come true?
なんだよそれ
What do you
裏切
mean?
られたと思っているから
Because you feel like you've been betrayed?
そうじゃないけど
That's not it.
そうなんだお母様を恨んでるんだね
That's odd. That is it. You resent your mother. Ooh, what's happening now? Resent. Yes, I resent my mother. Interesting, the fact that things like these are now being put into his head. Who would be able to forgive that kind of mother? Yeah, totally, yeah. Yeah, and isn't it interesting that now he's finding a lack of ability to see anything good about his mother? He's a really, really two-sided person. On one occasion, he'll see his mother for a person who destroyed everything so that her love for him could actually prosper. But at the same time, his mother's also a little abusive asshole who has completely ruined his childhood. Pushy, horrible, and just a really unpleasant person in general. She sounds really two-sided though. She really does. Yeah, I do see that. She abused me so much and then abandoned me in the end. I mean, to be fair, she did have her circumstances for abandonment, but there's nothing that can forgive this. And to be honest, to a certain extent, I don't really know if you can forgive this either. What, like mental illness? I don't really understand why that's not being told to us. It's just as if it's a detail we can't see yet. I really hope that's going to be a yet. I hope we are actually going to be told. Maybe she didn't abandon me, but ultimately she did die of... But try to remember. Remember? The reason you exist right now. The reason Mamiya Takuji is here. The reason I exist. People fucking? Oh no. Oh, that's bad. I don't like how that's put. I feel like this is going to be something really, really big. Or rather, the cause of your existence. Cause of my existence? I'm a... You're already a... This is really weird. And yet you exist. Right here. What is the reason for your existence as Mamiya Takuji? Interesting to think about the fact that whatever is relating to Takuji's existence, it's as if it's completely censored, it's completely unknown. The reason I exist? Oh, that's odd. It's because you're the savior, isn't it? The savior? Have you forgotten the reason your mother was so harsh? Well, because she loved him? Yeah. Yes, why was your mother so tough on you? Have you forgotten that reason? That's a delusion. Oh, Jesus. What happened? So then why were you able to continue being Mamiya Takuji after that happened? That's... For what reason were you born? That's... I'm... the savior. When you born so that you could become the savior.
そんなの知らないよ。もうお母さんは死んだんだ。あの人はいないんだ。関係ない。
I don't care about any of that. My mother's dead. Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, she's gone. She has nothing to do with me.
関係ない？あなたが存在しているのに？
Interesting question. Yeah, she has nothing to do with you, even though you
あ
exist.
なたが存在し続ける限り、君のお母さんの予言に何の矛盾も存在しない。
That's odd. As long as you continue to exist, there is no contradiction in your mother's prediction. Could you imagine if Ayana was Takuji's mom? I mean, obviously that's not the case, but I don't even know why I said that, to be honest.
だって君の存在理由、それこそ世界を空に返すことなんじゃないの？
That's weird. What? Who decides this? And why? Return the world to the sky. A savior born for that purpose. Odd. How many times did I hear about the reason for my existence? But
なら、君は何をしたいの？これから先、君の人生には何があるの？
then what do you want to do? Yeah, what do you have to look forward to in life?
有意義な人生が待っているとでも言うの？人生に意味を見出せるの？
Do you think a meaningful life is waiting for you? Can you find meaning in your life?
そんな言い方失礼だよ。僕だって有意義な人生があるかもしれない。
Even I might have a meaningful life. That's rude.
そう。なら、タクジ君の言う有意義な人生って何？
Then what would make your life meaningful?
それはビッグになるんだよ。多分僕には隠された何かがあるか
Well,
らさ。
that's just relying on luck. Well, I'll hit it big. I'll probably have some sort of hidden talent.
そうなんだ。それが有意義
I
な
mean,
人
it
生
may
ね。
become a meaningful life, but at the same time, it's just because of luck that it's meaningful. It's not really because of anything else.
そうだよ。ビッグになったらお金がたくさん入ってきて何でもできるんだ。
Yeah, fair enough.
お金があれば何でもできる。
Yeah, then I would have a bunch of money and I could do whatever I wanted. Yeah, reasonable, yeah. If you have money, you can do
お
anything.
金で愛も買える？
Yeah, fair enough. Can you buy love with
当たり
money?
前だ。女なんて全部金目当てで男と付き合ってるんだから。
God. Wow. Of course, all women date men just for their money. Ah, yes, Zakudo.
だったら、紐になってる男の人は？
What's... You can buy pimps with money? What? I wonder, so then what about
だ
pimps?
からそういうのはただしイケメンに限るって言うんだよ。
Only good-looking men can do that.
なら、有意義な人生ってお金があることとイケメンであることなんだ。
So then, a meaningful life is about having money and looking good.
そうだよ。お金持ちでイケメンだったら人生は有意
Oh
義だ。
god, Takuji, you don't know anything. If you're rich and beautiful, your life is meaningful.
それが一日でもあれば人生に意味があったと言えるのかな？
Well, it depends on what you do with your richness and beauty, if I'm going to be honest. If you're rich and beautiful for just one day, can you say that there was meaning to your life?
一日なんてダメだろ。もっとたくさんだよ。
One day isn't enough. It should be for longer than
なん
that.
でもっと必要なの？
Yeah, why does it need to be longer than that?
だってそんな素晴らしい日々が一日で終わったらダメだよ。そんな日々は永遠に続かないとダメだ。
Yeah, I see what he means, yeah. Because if those wonderful days ended just after one day, it wouldn't be worth anything. This day should go on forever. Forever? Happiness that continues for eternity. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's what Otonashi Ayana was talking about, and obviously how it leads to insanity, basically. Yeah, totally. Eternal happiness is no different from hell, because it lasts for eternity, yeah. Yeah, that is interesting. No matter how meaningful one's life is, without a proper end, it's more like horror. I can see that. Yeah, so living forever is no good. It doesn't have to be forever. It would be fine if it was just a moderately long life. How long? Until you start getting tired of it. Reasonable, yeah. But how long is that? I see that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, is that the meaning in your life? Meaning in life. That's kind of strange. Yeah, no, I see that. Isn't living a happy life meaning enough? Something else. That's it. Having offspring. Yeah, passing on your genes. Your genes, huh? Yeah, no, I do see that. Yeah. Yeah, that's the meaning of life. Life forms have meaning because they can pass on their genes. I could kind of reverse it as well. There's no meaning in your life if you're rich and you have good looks and yet can't pass kids on. Isn't it interesting, this logic that is being displayed to us? I really do wonder why. In other words, there's no meaning to your life if you're poor, ugly, and have no kids. God. Yeah, that kind of life is pointless. There's no meaning in a life where you don't pass on your genes. I see, life has meaning because you can pass on your genes. Yeah, that's right. That's obvious, isn't it? I see that. Yeah, even though it would all disappear regardless. Oh, that's a really interesting question, actually. Yeah, you said there was meaning to a life form if it passed on its genes. Yeah. Is that true, even if the end of the universe comes and everything disappears? Yeah, won't it? Once the end of the universe comes, it will all disappear. And even if there is no end to the universe, entropy will, reach a maximum state and the universe will meet its death. Maximum entropy.
いつかその終わりを迎える。
Reasonable, yeah. The entire universe will reach thermodynamic equilibrium. Either way, it's impossible for life forms to continue passing on their genes for eternity. Someday there will be an end.
でもある程度長い時間ならいいじゃん。
Yeah, but if it's long enough, isn't that good
無
enough?
限の中ではどんな年数でも有限である以上はそれは一瞬だよ。
Fair, yeah. Yeah, in the infinity of time, any number of years is just an instant because it's
人
limited.
間の子孫が無限の時間に存在できないならそれは一瞬だよ。
Yeah, that's interesting.
有意義な人生ってタクジ君の言い方だとただ時間的に答えを後に引き伸ばすことなんだ
That's
よ。
interesting.
人間の生きる意味、生命が存在する理由、それらは単に幸福を時間的に引き伸ばしてこれは有意義であると宣言しているみたい。幸福の時間的な量、それが人生の意味なの？
そんなこと、僕に無限のことなんかわからないよ。そんな難しい話じゃなくて、人間の生きる意味なんてないのかもしれないけど、でもそれでも僕はまだ生きてたい。世界が終わるなんて信じられない。
Yeah, totally
もうす
reasonable.
ぐ死ぬなんて耐えられない。
Yeah, totally. Who could?
理屈が問われ、僕はまだ死にたくない。ただそれだけだよ。
Fair enough.
僕にとってこの一瞬と1万年は同じものとはなり得ないよ。だから僕はやっぱり怖いよ。
Of course I'm scared of dying. Yeah, that'll mean losing everything.
だって
But
でも子供の時はあの瞬間までは信じてたんでしょ？お母さんの言うこと。
still, when you were a child, you believe what your mother told you up until that moment.
あ
Right?
の瞬間まで
Up until that moment. Oh my god, what's that? Oh god. Yeah, what was that image? I just saw something flash by.
高島さんの机に書いてあったよ。
I see. Yeah, fair. The prediction written on Takashima-san's desk.
他にだってたくさんの不思議なこと
Oh yeah,
あった
totally.
でしょ？
Yeah. There were lots of other strange things too, right?
なら全ては真実。お母さんの予言も高島さんの予言も世界は終わる。
でも安心して。
How do you not worry? What? Yeah, but don't worry.
安心なんてできないよ。
Seriously,
できない
yeah.
でしょ。
Of course I'm gonna worry. How could I not worry?
なんで？
Why are you confused?
君は救世主なんだよ。世界を救う者が世界の終わりに恐怖してどうするの？
でも
1億年旅してください。
1億年って。
Oh my god, that's really weird.
どう
That's so
しまっ
odd.
た。タクジ君の記憶にまで至らなかったかも。中途半端な1億年の進化を体感したから自分が何なのか忘れちゃったんだな。ならえい
Jesus Christ, this is odd.
大丈夫？ごめん。
僕は今
今って
いや、今じゃなく、今まで僕は
タクジ君の遺伝子の記憶を今見たのよ。
遺伝子の記憶。
これは私の能力じゃないんだよ。タクジ君の体に見る機能があるんだよ。私はそのスイッチを押しただけ。
スイッチ？
そうだよ。人間はね、生まれてくる前にお母さんのお腹の中で生物の発生から自分の親までの全生命の記憶を見るんだよ。その形を思い出しながらプランクトンからお魚から爬虫類からって感じでね。
Oh, that's interesting. So it's as if the savior is being born here. Hmm.
それって胎児の夢とかいうやつ？
Oh, I see.
そんな呼び方するんだ。
I like that, yeah.
1億年を体感した感想は？
感想。ごめん、そうだね。終わってしまえば、ここにはその1億年の
Oh, that's odd, yeah.
一瞬ではないけど、今となっては一瞬として処理していいような気がする。
Yeah, fair.
そんな感じかな。
すごい答えだね。
すごい答えって？
そんなセリフ、並の哲学者や宗教家じゃ言えないよ。
と言われても、僕は哲学者でも宗教家でもないけど。
そうだよ。だから彼らには言えなくて、タクジ君には言えるんだよ。
That's really weird.
そうなのかな。
Why is he this special?
タクジ君は神様の一部だもん。
神様の一部？僕が神様の一部なのかい？
What?
全部？一部ではないの？
Yeah, it contradicts what she said. Yeah, what is it? Which one is it?
どっちも。
Oh, right, okay.
僕は神様の一部で全部？
うん、一であり善であるってやつ。
This is really odd.
そうなんだ。
納得した？
納得はできないよ。僕はまだ人間だもん。そんな理屈を超えた理屈なんて理解できないよ。僕にあるとしたら、それは全て兆しだけだ。
すごーい、タクジ君完璧な答え。兆しがわかるなんて。
Oh, I see that.
そういえばリルルちゃんは神様の夢を集めてるんだよね。そのリルルちゃんが僕に世界の終わりのことを説明しに来た。ということは、もう本当にこの世界は。
だから最後の時まであと6日ほどになるね。タクジ君怖い？
僕の一瞬は1億年になりうる。その気になれば51兆84億年を生きることができるんだ。
God.
それにどちらにしろ時間の長さなんて関係ない。今すぐ死んだとしても怖くはない。
なんで？
すでに兆しの中にいるから。
でもタクジ君は死んではダメだよ。終わりと始まりは表裏一体。
I like that.
お母さんが言ってた言葉思い出して。
お母さんの言葉？世界が空に帰る日。
うん、そう、それだよ。世界が滅亡する前に全てを空に返さなきゃいけないんだよ。
全てを空に。そんな偉業を僕にできるだろうか。
How is the world going to be destroyed though? I don't get that.
神は世界を救わない。天使は世界を救わない。神がやらなければ人がやる。人を救うのは神じゃないんだよ。人を救うのは人たる救世主。
つまりそれは僕。リルルちゃんがここにいる理由は？
タクジ君の兆しを
兆しを
至らせるために。
至り？
人間の言葉だとうまく説明できないの。言葉に当てはめると無限の一種。
無限の一種？
アレフ無限。
何それ？
だからうまく
That's
説明
interesting.
できないの。
I'll look into it.
さらに言うと
つい？
いいえ、対よ。
つい？それは
対の。
空。
そう、あなたが至るものは
対の空。至る。
それは至っていて終えてるもの。
至っていて えてるもの。でもそれって人間にとっての死じゃないの？
死じゃないよ、それは。存在の至りとか言えばいいのかな。死でも生でもないし、無でも有でもないし、それは世界が空に帰るとき。次の空。
Oh, July the 14th. Oh, isn't it interesting? The path to the end sky and the ladder that goes up to the rooftop is more and more significant now. That was really quite something today, my god. Seeing Takuji's delusions, I properly enjoyed that. That was really well done, I think. And just seeing the deterioration of everything and just in general, seeing how, I mean, not only analysing Ayana's conversation, I really like that, but oh my god, the amount of weird things that were present, it was just so odd. And isn't it interesting that we had the same feelings with regards to Zakuro and that same nightmare return? Yeah, and just the haunting and yeah, everything about Riduru. It's interesting that we were shown that again, but it's totally irrelevant now. And funny to think about the fact, it is funny to think about the fact that what was happening with Riduru before was the fact that her voice was talking to us in the scribbles, but it was only talking to us a little bit. That one time before when we saw the scribbles today. But now it's as if we've had the biggest conversation possible. I mean, I don't think this is a delusion at all. That's the weirdest thing. But the only thing is, what is the origin of this supernatural, of the supernatural nature of this plot if it isn't? Because I'm sorry, I just can't believe a conversation that long with that many ideas that are being proposed to Takuji that are just completely unknown to him beforehand. I just don't see how that can be illusionary. I really don't. It's going to be a plot. So firstly, we're going to spend a fuck ton of time tomorrow analysing everything that Riduru has said, because let's be honest, I mean, I'm probably not the only person who thinks it was ridiculously confusing. There is so much to uncover there. There really is. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and, yeah, my god. I look forward to seeing you guys in a very, very confusing next episode.